The court case against 26-year-old murder-accused Flavio Hlabangwane has been postponed to 28th January next year. He's being sent for mental assessment to Sterkfontein Hospital. Newzroom Afrika's Tshegohaco Moagi joins us now to talk to us about the development on the case. Tshegohaco, good morning. Just bring us up to speed on what's transpired so far.
Well, good morning, Hugo. So from what we have heard in court this morning, of course, the defense bring out that application to actually have Flavio Hlabangwane going for mental assessment. This has been granted by the magistrate, David Mahango, who says that, the case then has been postponed to the 28th of January. So he will then be expected to go for mental assessment. He is still going to be held at the hospital section of the Johannesburg prison. But we've just heard now from the NPA. Of course, the NPA did not actually, there was no point where the NPA was going to deny this particular application from taking place. And we heard from the NPA just very recently from Pindim Janondwane that this could actually take up to 18 months. So from the first day that the person is actually admitted into the mental institution, Flavio Hlabangwane going to Sterkfontein Hospital, that for the first day, that is when the 30 days actually starts for this assessment period. So on the 28th of January, it will just be a postponement, and the court will just hear how far the process is. So it could take up to 18 months from what the NPA has told us, Hugo. Quite distressful and quite distraught for the family here, who just wants to get some form of closure. The 18 months I'm referring to is something that the NPA has spoken about, saying that in their experience, this particular process of him actually getting a bed in a mental assessment, that's how long it could possibly take from the experience that they have had. But they are hoping that things will move quite smoothly, because at this moment, Flavio Hlabangwane is in a queue to actually get this mental assessment.
So at the moment, where is Flavio? Or where will he be taken to?
Well, he'll return back to the prison cells. He was initially at the hospital section of the Johannesburg prison, and he'll return then to the hospital section. It is a huge concern, the defense saying that, they are very concerned that he will not understand court proceedings and what is happening in the court during his trial. Hence, they made this application for him to actually go for a mental assessment. And the main issue that the defense also raising, the defense team really raising two instances when they spoke to Flavio Hlabangwane, when he, the lawyer, Mr. Mncube, spoke to Flavio, saying that, trying to get an understanding as to what instruction he should actually get from his client. And we understand that Flavio Hlabangwane is saying to him, speaking to him as though he was speaking to the deceased. This is what we heard in court today, that Hlabangwane was apologizing to his lawyer as though he was apologizing to the deceased for what he has done, allegedly has done. That was the one instance. And the other instance, he was speaking to his sister, and he apparently just said that he does not completely understand what has actually happened. So with those two instances, the defense then really seeing that there is a possibility that he is mentally unstable at this stage, and this is why they have put in this application for psychiatric evaluation.
So, Tshegohaco Moagi, thank you for your update this morning.